Cam Newton, who spent the weekend posting more Instagram videos. And it got me to thinking, I'm going to tell you the analogy I want to make. But first, I want to show you some of these videos. Here's Cam Newton playing volleyball with Josh Norman and some friends. Then we have Cam Newton doing push-ups in his driveway or somewhere close to his house. Obviously, Cam hasn't cut his hair as of yet, but he's showing out. Cam's in great physical condition. No one has doubted that. But watching these videos this weekend, I started to say, who is Cam Newton? Terrell Owens or a franchise quarterback? And what do these videos make you think of Cam Newton? Is he more T.O. than franchise quarterback by personality? You know where I kind of land. This stuff is not franchise quarterback friendly. It's more like Terrell Owens. Cam Newton is addicted to social media, loves putting his life out there. Great for wide receivers, tight ends. You want to be Rob Gronkowski? I just don't think it's a good look for a quarterback. So, Marcellus, get us rolling. Am I crazy for thinking Cam Newton with his Instagram videos looks more like T.O. than a franchise quarterback?
Nah, you're not crazy. You're just old as hell, and you're showing your age right now with that mindset, man. That is so standard issue, traditional, old school right there, where you really try to link and correlate someone's behavior and personality to their production or to who they are as a player. I've seen too many guys, and they're not outliers. They're just too many guys that are franchise quarterbacks that don't necessarily have the traditional personality when you talk about leading a franchise, whether it's a Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers, same franchise, Ben Roethlisberger. And look at the new guns, the new ones, Patrick Mahomes, who's not just standard issue, sitting there with the bang and the curl in front of the hair. And he talks a little wider spectrum than the average Joe that's a franchise quarterback. And then Lamar Jackson. If you don't like Cam Newton, you just wait till you get about 5 years of NFL MVP Lamar Jackson in your face. And then you have to realize that there is no marriage between how you act and how you perform. Every football player knows you have to compartmentalize and, more importantly, hit the switch. So if I'm subdued as a person, as a player, I have to be an extrovert. I have to lead men. And I think the flip is also true when you talk about guys who have tremendous personalities but can still channel that energy into leading a team. So I have no problem with Cam right now.
LeVar, more T.O. or more franchise quarterback?
I have no problem with it. It's just more franchise quarterback. And you should be happy about this. Why? Because in that volleyball pick, it's not just Cam with his shirt off, it's everybody with their shirt off. And there happens to be one guy that's built almost like you, Whit. You should be happy about that, all right? Now, in the driveway, he has a shirt on. You should be happy about that, okay? But on a more serious note, here's why I don't have a problem with it, all right? We're in a time where self-distancing is our current reality, okay? Cam Newton is a franchise quarterback that is showing a work ethic that is going around the social media sphere, okay? Most of the guys, if you're paying attention to what's going on with their stories, guys are doing handstand, put your shirt on challenges. Guys are doing open your hips challenges, throwing the ball challenges. A lot of the guys are connecting with one another through their stories and through their content on social media. So I think that there's a uniqueness to what it is that's going on right now. If we weren't in this time, in this day and age, I would maybe side with you a little bit with and say he needs to have a little bit more of I guess, being away from the social media. But this is a way for him to be able to stay connected to the guys that are out there, and they're seeing how hard he's working. I think it's franchise quarterback and leadership. That's how I look at it.
I think y'all are misconstruing the question. The question was, does he look more like Terrell Owens or a franchise quarterback, in my opinion? And again, this isn't about whether I think this is appropriate or not. It's just like, what impression is he creating of himself for NFL executives? This guy is jobless at the moment. Sure, he's going to get a job. The guy wants to be a starting quarterback on a good team. Are these videos that he's putting out, again, are they making people be like, that's who I want as my franchise quarterback? That's the guy that can lead my team? Or does it make some people say, damn, how deep off is he into Instagram? How deep off is he into this extroverted personality that we see off the field? On the field, we see a guy with a towel over his head that when things don't go right, he tends to sulk rather than be a leader of men. I just think there's, and again, Marcellus can call me an old man. Most of these guys making this money are either my age or are giving out this money. The coaches, the executives, the ownership people, they're either my age or older. How do you think they're interpreting what they're seeing from Cam Newton on Instagram?
Man, have you ever been out with some of these owners? I'm not going to say any names. Jerry Jones, you ever been on the bus? I have. Let me just tell you this. These guys, I'm not going to say they live two different lives, but they understand the other side. Let's just say that.
It's
and the
two different lives.
I can say it because I know the GMs. We used to call them no curfew. Call them no curfew because every time we landed on the road on a Saturday, we knew who had no curfew. It wasn't the players. It was the coaches and the GMs ripping up the cities every time we went on the road. But let me say, the biggest thing, and we're burying the lead here in terms of watching this video, there was a whisper, a humble brag by Cam Newton that I think will catch the GMs and owners' attention, that he's healthy. This dude wasn't playing volleyball. He was playing sand beach volleyball. LeVar Arrington knows this. I know this being in L.A. There's a hill called the Sand Dunes, and it's where the Warriors go to die. And when you go on sand in a workout, you are telling everybody that not only am I healthy, but I'm ready to go get it in the sixth gear. So for Cam to be playing sand beach volleyball with another humble brag in his backyard, Cam is telling y'all, not only am I happy, I'm healthy, but I'm at the crib doing it the right way. Cam is all good with this.
Yeah, I'll just to put a bow on it for me, again, I think Cam Newton is doing what most of the other guys are out here doing. And if I'm looking at him saying, well, he's not acting as a franchise quarterback, I would push back and say we've never been in a day and age in terms of technology where you're able to further the exposure of what you're doing in terms of your preparation. It used to be YouTube. It used to be having ESPN or Fox or another camera come out and watch you, like the TO type of stuff, local news. Now you have the ability to use your own platform. And he's not out here doing anything that would bring reproach upon him or his family. He's not doing anything that is destructive or disruptive. He's just showing that he's in shape and he's having fun doing it. I have no problem still looking at him as a franchise caliber quarterback looking for a job.
No one's accusing him of doing anything illegal, immoral, inappropriate. Is he getting closer with these videos to what his end game is? That's to be a starting quarterback this year on a team that can be competitive. Are the Los Angeles Chargers looking at this video and saying, you know what, I'd rather have him than Tyrod Taylor? I'm just not so sure. But, you know, LeVar, you aspire to have a haircut just like Cam Newton, so I'm not surprised. And Marcellus wants a body like Cam Newton, so I'm not surprised.
Whitlock, hold on, Whitty. Yeah, if my LA Chargers are sitting there saying, is he looking like T.O.? You mean the Hall of Famer? Or you mean the guy who's top three at his position all time? Like, no, he's not looking like T.O. Because, I mean, Cam Newton still has a hill to climb, and he needs that opportunity. But, man, it's okay to show personality now. We are not in the 80s and the 90s. These guys grew up with that phone in their hand, including some of these GMs understanding what these young players are up to. So, Cam, doing yourself no problems out there. Just keep balling, man, and showing everybody you're ready for it.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.